The Chicago Bulls defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 146 to 115. This was the game LeBron James returned back from his HGH treatments. No, I'm just playing, but that's really what it was. His time off for. But no, I'm just going to say, well, I guess I'm going to be political. He returned from his injury, his alleged serious injury. I just had to toss that out there. But this was his first game back. And he got his ass whooped in this game, along with everybody else in the Lakers. The Bulls just straight up dominated the Lakers in this game, but it was a close game at the start. I would say first half of the game, it was very close. It went back and forth. But if you look at the Bulls as a team, they had, I would say, three guys who had great stat lines. They had their rookie, Bazelis, had 31 points on 12 of 18 shooting from the field, which is just insane. 66% shooting from the field, 50% from three. Kobe White dominated this game, 12 of 17 from the field, 6 of 9 from the three. He just did it all, whether it's scoring inside the paint or hitting threes. He was great on the offensive end. And then Josh Giddey, the AKA Pedo, as I call him, had 15 points, 10 rebounds, 17 assists, 8 steals. He got a near quadruple double, as they would say. So those are insane numbers. Bulls as a team shot 58% from the field, 46% from three. Those are just sick numbers when you just look at it. And their defense was just top notch. 17 steals? 17? That's just straight up ridiculous. And if you look at the Lakers, what killed them was the Bulls' defense, in the sense that they were getting to the passing lanes. They forced 21 turnovers on the Lakers. Doncic had 7 turnovers despite having a great shooting night. LeBron James, 5 turnovers. I think they really showed LeBron James' age in this game by forcing him into these turnovers. They were everywhere, and LeBron just couldn't adjust quick enough to all the pressuring in this game. So that was fun to see. I would say the Lakers as a team, they didn't shoot poorly. They shot 48% from the field, 41% from three. Just that they couldn't make the passes. They were getting harassed everywhere. And I would say the other biggest thing in this game for the Lakers, and this is what I've been stressing a lot in my other videos about the Lakers, that I don't see them as being legit contenders this year because they don't have rim protection and they don't have enough good defenders as a team to be a championship team. I wouldn't say LeBron James is a good defender anymore. Luka Doncic is definitely not a good defender. Austin Reeves, I don't see him as one either. Jackson Hayes, he's not a rim protector. He's just not. Now I'll say Dorian Finney-Smith, he is normally a great defensive player. That's his role as a role player, but in this game he was trash. He can get better, sure. I would say Hachimura has been a pretty good defensive player for the Lakers, but they have so many damn holes that can get exploited. And that showed in this game, especially just lack of rim protection. In the first half, the game was close, but even in the first half, the Bulls got so many layups inside the paint. And these were not all just on fast breaks. It was just them in the half-court offense that they were able to get by a defender. And once they got to the paint, then no one could stop them from getting a layup or a easy mid-range pull-up jump shot. When I say mid-range, I'm being generous. They would take jump shots that were 5 or 6 feet within the area of the rim. There was just nobody who could contest them. And I think that's going to get exploited by a great team in the playoffs. Whenever the Lakers play one, it's going to pull a number on them. I think the other thing you got to be disturbed by if you're a Lakers fan is in this game, Kobe White had 36 points. And there was no one on the Lakers that could check his quick speed. There's just nobody who could stay in front of him. And that's what you got to worry about during the playoffs. If you're the Lakers, you're going to run into a team that has a quick guard. If you just look at just who they could face potentially in the playoffs. If they're facing, for example, the Grizzlies, I think they can get fucked in that type of series simply because of Ja Morant's fast, quick speed and lack of rim protection just magnifies that. I think that could create a large amount of problems for the Lakers. Right now, the Lakers are in the fourth seed slot, and the Grizzlies are in the fifth seed. They really would. I think they really need to avoid the Grizzlies. That's the team that they don't want to see. That's the team that could really cut them up simply because of Ja's speed and that could open up other things for the Grizzlies against their defense. So that's something that I don't think the Lakers can overcome this year. They can't defend quick guards. They run into a team with a quick guard, they would be in trouble. But other than that, if they go against a great team is not going to panic facing Luka and LeBron. They're going to know how to chew up that defense. They're going to know how to move the ball around, and they're going to know how to attack the rim. There's some young athletic teams that have the ability to attack the rim like the Bulls did in this game, and I think that's going to be the Lakers' Achilles heel in the playoffs is going in there. That this is why I don't see them getting out of the West. I just don't see it. It will be very interesting to see how they go down, but I feel their defense can be exploited. Sure, this is just a regular season game loss, and I'm sure the Lakers will bounce back from this loss pretty soon. They play Orlando, so that'll be interesting. They should win that game, but they could lose it. It's in Orlando. They have an interesting stretch where I think they have 3 winnable games. Orlando, Indiana. I want to say Indiana is an easy win since Indiana is competing for the playoffs, so that's the game that can go 50-50. But yeah, just this will be an interesting stretch for the Lakers because they play a bunch of teams that are fighting for the playoffs the next several games. I think Orlando is trying to get in through the play-in. Orlando's the 8th seed, so yeah, they're definitely going to be fighting hard to win that game. So I think the Lakers are going to be tested in these next several games. The only team that they face the next several games, when you look at it, that's not a playoff team from the standings. We're looking, well, Chicago Bulls, I was going to say that, but the Bulls are in 9th place, so that'll be a competitive game at the United States, United Center. But man, they play a lot of competitive games. I'm just looking at the schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're going to play 6 games in a row where they're either facing playoff teams or they're facing a team that's like in the play-in slot. So these next 6 games will be very interesting for the Lakers to see if they can get these wins and how they compete. But I think going forward, it doesn't look good for the Lake Show when it comes to winning a championship this year. They just have too many holes that they have to fix during the summertime if they ever want to be a championship team, because I just don't see it happening for them. I just don't see it. I think the Bulls showed their glaring weaknesses tonight, and we'll see how they adjust these next several games. But I think the next several games is a very important stretch for the Lakers. They really don't have any room for error. And you look at their remaining schedule, they only have like 2, I would say 3 teams that are just sure wins when you look at it. The Pelicans, Dallas Mavericks, and I would say the Blazers. But the rest of these teams are either playoff teams or play-in teams. So they're going to be pushed. They're going to be challenged. And I have to say I'm here for it since I am definitely anti-Lakers. But that's all I have to say.